Thoroughbred Action is presented by Hardacre Farm.
Welcome to Thoroughbred Action from Gulfstream Park. Thanks for joining us on this Thursday afternoon. 10 races today. Let's check out the track and weather conditions.
Thursday's card begins with picture-perfect weather for horse racing, a fast main track, a firm turf course, and a 10-race program. First of the day over the main track at 1 mile, starter allowance optional claiming event. Price tag here is $50,000. A field of 6, these are 3-year-olds. The off-time favorite was number 6, Stronger. Racing at Gulfstream. Good start from the center for Fortune Cookie toward the rail. Agujero is showing speed on the far outside. Stronger, offensive-minded, and it will be Stronger and Luis Saez to put a neck in front as they link up with the main course. From the outside, that's Fortune Cookie and King Billy together second and third. Moving in the center of the race course is Affluential. At the back of the field is Agujero, as there's now 6 furlongs left to run. With the advantage, it's Stronger. He's dropped over to the rail through a 24-3 opening quarter to lead Fortune Cookie by a neck. King Billy 3 wide. Then it's the Barn Buddies Miago and Agujero, and 2 back to Affluential. They make their way to the final half mile of the contest, and the leader is still Stronger. Stronger in front by 3 parts of a length. Fortune Cookie is in second. On the outside, and King Billy from third. At the inside, Agujero is fourth. Miago travels along in the 5th position and 4 clear of Affluential, who's 6th and last through a 47-3 opening half mile. They leave the backstretch and move around the far turn. It's Stronger in front by a neck. On the outside, and Fortune Cookie keeps the pressure on second. These two have gone a length and a half better than King Billy. Then comes Miago toward the inside, and Agujero. Affluential is last as they round the far turn and pass the quarter-mile pole. Fortune Cookie on the outside, Stronger on the inside. They're shoulder to shoulder after 3 quarters in 1:12-3. On the outside, it's Fortune Cookie for a narrow lead. Stronger boxing on second, 2 back to Miago in third, then back to fourth and Agujero. Final furlong, Fortune Cookie getting away. Fortune Cookie now by 4, now by 5. Fortune Cookie running up the score late. It will be Fortune Cookie to win it for the New Connections by 4. Second was Miago, third was Stronger in 1:38 flat. 2 horses in today's first race making debuts for new barns. They run first and third with number 4, Fortune Cookie, finishing up full of run, leveling off nicely inside the final 16th under Javier Castellano for trainer Bobby DeBoda and owner Philip DeCosmo. Second 2, Miago. Third was the 6, Stronger. To the second race now at 5.5 furlongs. Maiden claimers in for a price tag of $35,000. A field of 7 signed on. The favorite was the 1, Signature Twirl. And they're off. It was Night who was a step slow. Good start for the first-timer, Master Rory, who's sending off for the early lead. From the inside, Signature Twirl away in the top flight with Chase Your Dreams. Resistance Jack is part of the pace, and from between horses, then to the outside goes Florida Line. 3 back to Night, and the trailer is Light Breeze. Past the half mile and swinging to the far turn. It's Master Rory and Nick Juarez in front. Chase Your Dreams on the outside, second. Florida Line is third. At the rail, and Signature Twirl is fourth ahead of Resistance Jack, then Night, and Light Breeze. 23 seconds for the opening quarter speed. There's 5/16 to go. Master Rory has the lead. Chase Your Dreams on the outside second. Signature Twirl is the odds-on choice, is racing in third now. Then back to fourth and Florida Line ahead of Resistance Jack and Light Breeze, and they're at the top of the stretch. Master Rory comes off the turn with the lead. We had a rider unseated, the 7, unseated Raylu Gutierrez, with Master Rory still well clear. 4-1 the price on debut winning Master Rory. The son of Gone Astray goes gate to wire and will win it as much as he wants. It'll be 5 or 6 in the end. Signature Twirl second, Resistance Jack third, then Chase Your Dreams and Light Breeze. Number 2, Master Rory makes his career debut as a 5-year-old, but good things come to those who wait, as the son of Gone Astray went gate to wire in his career unveiling under Nick Juarez for trainer Safi Joseph Jr. and owners Safi Joseph and Pamela Easdell. 1, Signature Twirl was second, 3, Resistance Jack ran third. Time for commercial break. When we come back, the Thursday card rolls on. Don't go away.
We have to take care of these horses that, give us so much joy.
Being accredited by the TAA gives us instant credibility.
People trust us even more than they have before because they know that the TAA has been to all of our locations and that our horses are well cared for.
I mean, this farm wouldn't look the way it is, these horses wouldn't look the way they are if it wasn't for the generosity and the hard work of the Thoroughbred Aftercare Alliance.
They've united our whole industry in terms of the aftercare movement.
We're all working together for the same purpose.
Back now for the third race. Maiden claimers over the main track in 1 mile and a 16th. It's a first finish line race. Price tag here is $50,000. A field of 6. Favorite was number 5, Muchacha Uno.
And they're off. From the rail, she'll shack up is sending off for the early lead. 8-Minute Ellie wants position, and she'll move to challenge. Secret Pleasure is 3 wide in the blue cap. From behind the speed, Muchacha Uno. Then down at the inside goes Black Win, and the early trailer is Sweet Magic. Separated by 3.5 in the run around the first turn, and with the lead, she'll shack up by a neck. Secret Pleasure moves to strike while second. In between horses, 8-Minute Ellie rein back to run a joint third alongside Black Win. The favorite Muchacha Uno is 3 wide and a length and a half better than Sweet Magic as they roll into the backstretch. She'll shack up with a narrow advantage. Secret Pleasure is second. Then it's a trio comprised of Black Win, 8-Minute Ellie, and on the far outside, Muchacha Uno, and 2 back to Edgard Zayas on Sweet Magic, last of all, behind an opening quarter in 23 and 4. Down the backstretch they go. She'll shack up has a narrow lead. Secret Pleasure is second. Muchacha Uno is 3 wide and still a joint third with Black Win at the rail. 8-Minute Ellie is between horses, and Sweet Magic is at the back behind a 48 and 1 opening half mile. The race to the first finish line, so we're inside half a mile away. With the lead, she'll shack up, coming under pressure to hang on to the advantage from Secret Pleasure in the 2 path. Muchacha Uno is 3 wide. 8-Minute Ellie guided 4 wide for a stretch opportunity. Then Black Win and Sweet Magic as they run past the 5/16. Irad Ortiz Jr. lets out a notch on Muchacha Uno, and she has the lead. On the outside, it's 8-Minute Ellie second. Secret Pleasure is back to third. Then Black Win. Less than a quarter of a mile to go. There's an hour at the top of the stretch. 8-Minute Ellie on the outside puts her neck in front from Muchacha Uno, who tries to fight on, and these two shoulder to shoulder for less than 1/8 of a mile more. 8-Minute Ellie on the outside, Muchacha Uno along the rail. It's Muchacha Uno and 8-Minute Ellie. 8-Minute Ellie with the advantage. 8-Minute Ellie in front. Muchacha Uno outkicks second, Sweet Magic third, then Black Win and Secret Pleasure.
Number 4, 8-Minute Ellie issues the challenge to Muchacha Uno, turning for home, and wears her down for the money under jockey Luis Saez for trainer Dale Romans and owner Robert Barron. Number 5, Muchacha Uno responds to the stretch out and runs second ahead of number 2, Sweet Magic, who was best of the rest while third. To the fourth race now at 6 furlongs over the main track. Claimers in for a price tag of $20,000. 3 and up here, a field of 7. The favorite was the 1, Tomato Gator.
And they're off. Great start for High Blue. Here's Tomato Gator from the inside, moving out to take the lead. These two go on. Away in third is Rogue Patriot, then to the outside an African Chief. It's a length back to Puerto Rican Style. The 2 at the back are Midway Playa and Joe Kane. They make their way down the backstretch and go to the half-mile point. It's Luis Saez and Tomato Gator in front by a length and a quarter. On the outside, High Blue is there second, a length and a half better than the team of African Chief, in stride with Rogue Patriot. 2 more of Puerto Rican Style, racing ahead of Midway Playa, and no speed from Joe Kane. 22 and 3 for the opening quarter speed. They round the far turn with less than 3 furlongs to run. With the lead, Tomato Gator by a length and a quarter. Racing in second now is High Blue from the outside. African Chief is third, worked on by Zayas. Back to fourth and inside goes Rogue Patriot ahead of Puerto Rican Style and Midway Playa. And they're at the top of the stretch. 45 and 3 for the opening half mile. Tomato Gator comes away with the lead, leads by 2. African Chief fully stretched to try to get after him on a late run from Midway Playa. Final furlong, Tomato Gator at the 16th pole with the advantage. Midway Playa's rolling, but all over the racetrack. Midway Playa trying to get Tomato Gator with African Chief between. Here's the finish, Tomato Gator. Up second was Midway Playa, third African Chief, and 111 flat.
It's that time of the year where 3-year-olds tackle older horses. In the case of the fourth race, number 1, Tomato Gator, was up to that task as he went gate to wire under jockey Luis Saez for trainer Angel Rodriguez and owner Frank Calabrese. He wins right back for the new connections. The older horses finished second and third, with number 2, Midway Playa second, ahead of 5, African Chief, who ran third. We move now to the 5th race of the afternoon. Maiden's over the turf at 5 furlongs, leadoff leg of today's Rainbow 6. A field of 7. The favorite was the 1, Teak.
And they're off. Great start for Scribe and a great start for Teak, and the 2 favorites away 1-2. The third choice in the wagering, American Guru, comes away to race in third ahead of Vaughn in fourth. Gap of 3, the no-fly zone ahead of Super Lucky, and left behind last, the trailer is Mr. Chaplin. They fly past the half-mile point and swing to the far turn, and up front it's Teak, who has the lead by a length and a quarter. American Guru is at the inside with Scribe on his outside. 3 back to Vaughn fourth, and it's a gap of 4 to no-fly zone ahead of Super Lucky, and Mr. Chaplin is last as they run to the top of the stretch. With the advantage, it's Teak in front to half a length. Scribe moves up on the outside. Second, American Guru needs out from behind this top two. With an eighth of a mile left to go, here's American Guru getting into the clear, trying to get to Teak. Teak has the lead, but American Guru is gobbling him up. American Guru with a very impressive tear to foot here. Sayas shook him up once and then wrapped him up. He poses for the picture, 2.5 on top. Close for second, Scribe or Teak, then no fly zone.
Make sure to put American Guru, the son of Unbridled Song, on your horses to watch list. He makes an impressive career debut here today. Luis Sayas wrapped him up after tripping him one time. He wins well for trainer Jimmy Jerkins in the Stronach stable. Again, he's the son of Unbridled Song, bred by Adina Springs. One to look out for, American Guru. Second, 4, Scribe. Third, 1, Teak. Time for commercial timeout. When we come back, turf racing continues with the late pick 5. Don't go away.
And Ghost Zepper is pulling away. Ghost Zepper blows them away with an eye-opening performance. Odds again has won. Ghost Zepper kicking clear. Julie the Beauty.
Saturday, March 31st at Gulfstream Park. Be here as the country's top 3-year-old thoroughbreds compete for glory in the 67th running of the ExpressBet.com Florida Derby. Experience this epic day of live racing with over $2.5 million at stake. Admission and parking absolutely free. Men and women come dressed in your Derby best and win fabulous prizes. Visit GulfstreamPark.com for details. The ExpressBet.com Florida Derby. Witness the crowning of a champion. Welcome to your playground, Gulfstream Park. Back now for race number 6 on the program at 1 1/16 over the turf. Maiden claimers in for a price tag of $35,000. A field of 8 signed on. This was a wide open betting race.
And they're off. From the center, Hey Howie gets the first call with Space Captain away in good shape. From between that pair is Painter's Boy, who's racing a joint third. Jailhouse Kitten and Bay Hill from the rail. Crown to the Gold's trying to get over, but we stuck very wide on that first turn. Just to his inside is Lord of Misrule with Tiraboski as they're 5 across the course behind the leader as they really slow down the pace. Into the first turn they go. Crown to the Gold's going to have to use some speed to get over as he's been hung wide, and the leader is Space Captain by a length now. Crown to the Gold on the outside of Hey Howie in second. Down at the inside, Bay Hill watches the action unfold from fourth. Then back goes to Painter's Boy ahead of Tiraboski, ahead of Lord of Misrule, and Jailhouse Kitten is at the back behind a 23-4 opening quarter speed. They make their way now to the final half mile of the contest, and with the lead, it's Space Captain. Space Captain leads the way now by an neck. Crown to the Gold on the outside is second. Then it's a gap of another 2 back to Bay Hill in stride with Hey Howie. They're very much in range here, a length and a half in front of Painter's Boy. Painter's Boy is only about 4 lengths off the lead with Jailhouse Kitten. Then comes an outside running Tiraboski ahead of Lord of Misrule at the back for a 48-second opening half mile. Around the far turn they go. 3 wide, Hey Howie goes on the attack with Crown to the Gold and inside Space Captain. Bay Hill's had an uneventful journey. He's a big number, getting a good trip on the outside in Painter's Boy. He's now sent 4 wide to go on a move ahead of Jailhouse Kitten, and they run for home. They line up with many chances here. Bay Hill trying to thread the needle on the rail from the outside, and a run from Painter's Boy. Hey Howie between. Final eighth of a mile. Painter's Boy out in the center under Irad Ortiz Jr. with the momentum. Jailhouse Kitten is on track and up in the second ahead of Hey Howie and Bay Hill. Painter's Boy in front. Second is Jailhouse Kitten. Third is Hey Howie, and fourth is Bay Hill. 1:42.2 their running time.
Number 4, Painter's Boy, finishes up down the center to get the victory in going away fashion under Irad Ortiz Jr. for trainer Jane Sibeli and owner George Vyers. Number 2, Jailhouse Kitten was second ahead of the 5, Hey Howie, who ran third. We move now to the 7th race of the afternoon, sprinting on turf at 5 furlongs. $16,000 claimers going postward here. Scratch the 9, Trev. Rider change on 4, Billy the Bull to Carlos Montalvo. Off-time favorite was number 7, Xandar.
And they're off. From the center, Billy the Bull blasts out to take the lead. From the rail, Black Jet being sent along, and Black Jet's going to put a head in front of Billy the Bull and the run to the half-mile pole. From the outside, Small Fortune takes over third ahead of Very Colorful and Budding. Out wide is Starship Mars. The two at the back, Tempter and Xandar. They speed to the far turn, and Carlos Montalvo and Billy the Bull step on the accelerator and lead the way a length and a quarter. Small Fortune second. Black Jet backs off the race in third ahead of Starship Mars, who's now fourth. In traffic is Very Colorful ahead of Budding. Trying to run on from the back is Xandar. The favorite is about 6 lengths off the lead, and Tempter's at the back as they run for home. 21-3 for the opening quarter speed, and it's Billy the Bull. The 8-year-old veteran straightens for the drive on top by 2. Whip out on Black Jet toward the outside, and Small Fortune. Late run from Very Colorful. 1/8 of a mile to go, and Billy the Bull finding plenty up front. Billy the Bull by 3.5. Very Colorful's up into second, but he can't get to the Bull. Billy the Bull all the way. Very Colorful was second. Small Fortune finished third. Black Jet ran fourth in 55-3.
Jockey change in a more favorable pace scenario. 2 key factors for number 4, Billy the Bull, who secures the rail and the lead and took him all the way under jockey Carlos Montalvo for trainer Mary Epler and owners Mary Epler Racing and Adam Staple. They won the feature yesterday. They win nicely with the veteran Billy the Bull in race 7. We move now to the 8th race of the day over the turf at about 7.5 furlongs. Claimers in for a price tag of $12,500. Scratch the 2 and 9, a field of 7. Off-time favorite was number 1, Hardacre.
And they're off. From the rail, the favorite Hardacre is the first to break the line from between horses. Don't Talk Back with Perfect State away in the top flight. Dervin's moving closer and trying to get over. Then it's a gap of another 2 to Tiz War ahead of Everyday Ice. And the early trailer is Miss American. Around the first turn they go, and Nick Juarez harnessing the speed of Hardacre, who leads the way a length and a quarter. Up between horses, Don't Talk Back is second on the outside in Dervin. Then it's a gap of 2 to Perfect State. She's in the blue and settled fourth, about 4 lengths off the lead. It's a gap of 3 to Everyday Ice ahead of Tiz War. And at the back is Miss American, unhurried under Raylu Gutierrez, behind an opening quarter in 23-3. Down the backstretch they go. There's 5 furlongs left to run in the race, and the leader is Hardacre by a length and a quarter. Dervin is second. Don't Talk Back is third. Gap of 3 to Perfect State, who's racing in fourth. 2.5 clear of Everyday Ice. Then at the inside is Tiz War, and the trailer is Miss American. That's the 7 of them as they swing around the far turn through a 46-3 opening half mile. Hardacre rolls along up front, leads it now by 3. Everyday Ice is trying to run on from the back, taking second. Don't Talk Back, then at the rail in Perfect State. The rest are far back with a 1/4 mile left to go. Hardacre set down for the drive, asked to seal the deal, maintains a sizable advantage. Second is Perfect State on the outside of Don't Talk Back. These 3 at the furlong grounds with Hardacre still well clear. Hardacre by 5 now. Perfect State is second, Don't Talk Back is third, and that's how they'll finish. Hardacre all the way. Perfect State second, Don't Talk Back third, Miss American fourth, then Everyday Ice in 129 flat.
The bettors hammered number 1, Hardacre, to a clear favorite. She was a clear leader going around the first turn, down the backstretch, around the far turn, and in the stretch, as she never faced a serious threat, winning in gate-to-wire fashion. Nick Juarez gets the second winner of the day for trainer Kelly Breen and owner Roddy Valenti. Number 3, Perfect State was second. Number 4, Don't Talk Back finished third. Time for commercial timeout. We'll continue with turf racing and bring you the late daily double when Racing from Gulfstream returns right after this.
A passion for horses and a commitment to breed champions is the foundation of Hardacre Farm. Founded by Amy Tarrant, owner, breeder, and trainer, Hardacre Farm, based in Ocala, continues its tradition of success from the Breeders' Cup to Gulfstream Park. Hardacre Farm, from the breeding shed to the racetrack, in pursuit of producing the best.
Back now for race number 9 on the program on a mile and 16th over the turf. This is the Thursday feature race, a filly and mare allowance race. A field of 7 with no changes. The off-time favorites were number 3, Bletchley, and number 5, Magical Sky.
And they're off. Furiously Kissed was a step slow. Good start for Folk Magic, who's heading off for the early lead. Up on the outside, Hannah has speed. Temple Fur tucks in and will land third. Bletchley comes away to race in fourth, a length better than Pat M's Image and Magical Sky. They travel as a team towards the back of the field, and Furiously Kiss settles in at the back of the field under Joelle Rosario. She's about 6.5 lengths off the lead as they round the first turn. Folk Magic and Daniel Centeno lead the way a length and a quarter. Hannah on the outside is second. At the inside, third is Temple Fur. Bletchley's in the two-path and races from fourth. Then back to Pat M's Image and Magical Sky, and 2.5 to Furiously Kissed. Into the backstretch they roll. Behind it opening quarter in 24 and 4. It's Folk Magic in front to half a length. Hannah keeps the pressure on. Second, Temple Fur at the inside third. Bletchley is racing in fourth under restraint ahead of Pat M's Image and Magical Sky. And still the last horse is Furiously Kissed. The race past the half-mile mark and swing to the far turn. And up front, Folk Magic leads the way 3 parts of a length. On the outside, and Hannah from second. Down at the rail, Temple Fur third. Bletchley is now fourth, racing ahead of Magical Sky and Pat M's Image. And Furiously Kissed is last. 49 and 2 for the opening half-mile. Folk Magic maintains the lead. From the back, here's Magical Sky sent 4 wide. That'll send Bletchley 3 wide and go on the attack. After 3 quarters and 1 throw, 13 and 2, they straighten for home. Magical Sky and Bletchley kick on. Bletchley between horses, Magical Sky on the outside. These two for a final 1/8 of a mile with Bletchley a narrow leader. Magical Sky on the outside. These two, Bletchley, Magical Sky and Bletchley. What a finish! Photo finish! How's that for a horse race? Bletchley inside, Magical Sky outside in 1:41 and 4, heads apart.
The Mark Casse pair put on a show in today's feature race. It was an inch either way, but it went the way of number 3 Bletchley under jockey John Velasquez for Qatar Racing Limited and Keystone Racing Stable. Magical Sky fired and just missed to the stablemate, and there was a dead heat for third between 1 Temple Fur and 7 Hannah. 10th and final race of the day over the turf at about 7.5 furlongs. Maiden Claimers in for a $16,000 price tag. A field of 9 went postward. The off-time favorite was number 3, Kid McCool.
And runners away. Good start for Kid McCool from between horses. Up on his outside, No Nino has a touch of speed. Deb Do-Right comes away in the top flight. Taken in hand is City Edition and the Red Silks and down toward the rail. They're followed by Brandt, who's in tight between horses. Out wide on the course is Canaris. And then down at the inside, races Spring Joy. At the back of the field are both Iron Johnny and Cape Marco Drive as they run around the first turn. Kid McCool has the lead for Castellano and leads at a length and a quarter. Down at the inside, No Nino is second. Deb Do-Right follows along third. Canaris is now fourth ahead of City Edition in fifth. Then to the outside, it's Iron Johnny 3 wide. Brandt is between horses. Spring Joy is second last under Panici and about 6.5 off the lead. And the trailer is Cape Marco Drive. Quarter mile in 24 seconds flat as they race to the final half mile. At 8 to 5, it's Kid McCool in front 3 parts of a length. No Nino on the outside is second. Deb Do-Right is third. City Edition had to slam on the brakes, losing a spot to Canaris with Iron Johnny beginning to rally. 3 back to Brandt, then Spring Joy and Cape Marco Drive as they round the far turn. Kid McCool held together up front and less than a quarter of a mile from home leads the way a length and a quarter. No Nino is second, still well clear of the others, led by Deb Do-Right and Iron Johnny, and they're at the top of the stretch. Team Castellano in control here with Kid McCool at the 8th pole. They lead by 2. No Nino is second. Iron Johnny late on the scene. A late run from the outside from Cape Marco Drive from last. But Kid McCool is clear. It's Kid McCool to win it in gate-to-wire fashion by 3.5 lengths. No Nino was second. Iron Johnny was third. Then Cape Marco Drive and City Edition to complete the high five in 1:30 and 1.
Number 3, Kid McCool takes them on a merry chase in today's 10th race for Team Castellano. Abel Castellano, the trainer, brother Javier on board for the winning ride. Glenn Fagan owns the son of Lemon Drop Kid. 4, No Nino second. 7, Iron Johnny ran third. Form for result to today's Rainbow 6. That yields a carryover going into Friday's card of more than $3.3 million.
And that's it for today. We'll see you back here tomorrow on Friday. Our first post is 12:35 and 11 more races coming up. We'll see you there.
Hit the hay. I've been working all day. Hit the hay. Hit the hay. What do you say? Hit the hay. Hit the hay. Hit the hay. Well, I'm tired. Let me tell you, Jack, I'm so tired.